Good morning, everyone. It is Monday, July 12th, 2021. I'm Caryn Lutz. If you're just tuning in, thank you so much. You could find me at carynlutz.com, CarynLutz. Today's episode is all about my experience back in 1998 at the Pennsylvania Governor's School for the Arts. I chose this topic today because I am so grateful for that opportunity. And to be quite honest, it was one of the best summers of my life. And I don't say that lightly. And before we get started, I wanted to show you there are 2 more turtle nests. And here's the beautiful beach. Okay, so the Pennsylvania Governor's School for the Performing Arts, which was a magnificent summer intensive program that I attended near it was Mercyhurst College. So let me backtrack. The summer before, I auditioned. So this program was designated for, there were several Pennsylvania governor's schools. I believe there was 5 different types. There was one for sciences and I know the arts, obviously. So the program was designated for students all around Pennsylvania. I believe there was 200 per year chosen, and the subjects were fine arts, theater, music, dance. I'm not sure what else I missed. But luckily, I was one of 10 that was chosen for jazz. And I auditioned, I remember. Okay, sorry about that. I got disconnected. Hopefully that doesn't happen again. So as I was saying, I auditioned that winter with a self-choreographed jazz routine. I still remember it, but it was so much fun at the Dorothy Dart Center for the Arts up at Wilkes University. And I remember receiving that news that I was chosen, and that was one of the moments that actually changed my life. And I was also an alternate for voice. I think I forgot to mention they had voice major as an opportunity there as well. So that summer, my parents drove me out to Mercyhurst College. It was around this time of year. It was about 8 weeks, if I'm not mistaken. And I hope anybody who is tuning in and watching who attended with me, because I'm still friends with a lot of the people, I'm telling you, that summer changed my life. It was truly amazing. So I might have to tag some of my govies, as we were referred to. Excuse me. So the program was very, very intense. I remember it was full time. We'd get up and go to our major. Like I mentioned, I was a jazz dance major. So I do remember our instructor is Doug, and I believe I still have his workout written down somewhere because it was amazing. Like abs of steel back then in 1998 for sure, at 17 years old. And Holly was a beautiful rockette. I'm still friends with her to this day. And Kevin was the modern instructor. And like I just mentioned, Holly was the ballet instructor and Doug was the jazz instructor. So as a dance major, we had classes in all 3 areas. And it was pretty intense. And then we worked up towards the end, the final show. And then there was a student choreography show at the end of all this. And as I mentioned, I was a choir, also students, which Becky is also a friend of mine on here as well. And she's awesome. And I believe she's still out in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. So it was just incredible. I remember meeting friends from all over the state of Pennsylvania and just really connecting on such a deep level and just being in my element and being with the right people at that time. And weekends were amazing as well. We'd have trips to the beach, to the mall, and coffee house on Sundays. I remember having my karaoke tapes at the time and just singing for the crowd and singing for the friends that I had made. And we'd also have theme dances every Friday or Saturday night. I remember 70s night, and I have all my pictures. So I'll have to bring some pictures out and start tagging some pictures. But honestly, this moment really changed my life and really, really made me become an advocate for the arts. Unlike where I grew up in Pennsylvania, there was not opportunity for dance in the public schools. And from that moment, I believe that I really wanted to change that. So I talk about this today because there is a reason for this. There wasn't really, dance per se. It was PE that was offered. And from that summer on, I really became such a strong advocate. And I knew going into my senior year, because I attended governor's school in my junior year, I knew that I was going to major in the arts and make a difference. And that's really where it really intensified. And I knew that by attending the governor's school, it would change my life and the lives around me, and I would become an advocate as I am today. So thank you, anyone who's joining me and tuning in. I hope you're having a wonderful morning. There are 2 more turtle nests by me that were discovered this morning, so super amazing. But going back to the governor's school, it's really neat to see a lot of the alumni. A lot are teaching dance in the school systems. A lot have their own studios. Some have gone on to Broadway. And it's just amazing to see where life takes you. But from that moment, it was life-changing. And I don't even think they have it anymore, which is devastating. I know there's a group on Facebook of the Pennsylvania Govies, as I mentioned before, but that was an opportunity of a lifetime and just incredible. I mean, that was like a full-time scholarship for that summer. Fed, clothed, and educated in the arts. And I remember back then, like I said, this was 1998, they just started technology for dance. I believe it was a program called Dance Forms, and you were able to choreograph. I remember going into like the dance lab on our breaks or days or alternate days, and going and choreographing dance through technology, which today is just blown out of the water. Going back and looking at all of the components that you could create online with technology. So it sometimes is a blessing and a curse at the same time. But I just wanted to share that piece of me with you all and maybe motivate you to do something artistic and creative today. It is Monday, Motivation Monday. And if you have any questions for me, please reach out. Feel free to comment. If you're watching the replay, feel free to comment, private message me. I'm here to share my journey and my whys and my truth with you all. I want the world to know that with the arts and the creatives, we will change the world and make it a better place. I know this, I see it happening, especially with last year. I had said this to several people. I said, mark my word, the creatives are going to change. They're going to revamp this world and change it for good. So with that being said, I hope you have a beautiful Monday. I'm going to end in prayer. Dear Lord, thank you for this beautiful day. Thank you for the beautiful turtles that we'll see being hatched in maybe 60 days from now. Thank you for the people who are watching. Please bless them. And I ask for anyone who is watching today to send a prayer to a family member today who needs it. Okay? And I really appreciate that. So God, thank you for everything that I am able to do through you, through Christ, and keep on moving. Have a beautiful day. Thank you.